A man stares into the icy abyss of Antarctica, not for conquest but for survival. His journey was not one of triumph over nature, but an epic testament to human resilience, an ordeal that redefined the very meaning of the word endurance. His name is Sir Ernest Shackleton. It was 1914. The age of heroic Antarctic exploration was reaching its zenith. Shackleton and his 27-man crew aboard the magnificent ship Endurance set their sight on an unprecedented crossing of the continent. Their spirit was high, their ambitions grand. They were chasing glory, unaware that fate had a far more profound and terrifying test in store for them.
Hip hooray! Fair winds to us!
Antarctica, the coldest, highest, driest and windiest continent, would not yield easily. Within sight of their destination, the Endurance became hopelessly ensnared in a vice-like grip of packed ice. For months they drifted, frozen solid, the ship groaning under immense pressure, the dream of crossing a continent slowly and agonizingly crushed by ice. On October 27, 1915, Shackleton gave the order to abandon the ship. The Endurance was devoured by the ice, leaving the man on a desolate, constantly shifting expanse of frozen ocean. 1,000 miles from civilization. No hope of rescue. Just 28 men, a few lifeboats, and the terrifying, infinite white. Their mission was no longer exploration, but sheer, desperate survival. Now the goal was not to lead the expedition, but to survive one that had gone terribly wrong. Shackleton understood that morale was as vital as food and warmth. He kept them busy, he kept them hopeful, even as their makeshift camp drifted on the melting ice, carrying them further into the unknown, the face starvation, frostbite, and the crushing psychological weight of utter isolation. After 497 days on the ice, Shackleton made his audacious move, launching 3 small lifeboats into the raging, ice-choked waters of the Southern Ocean. Their destination? Elephant Island, a tiny, inhospitable rock where they found their first solid ground in over 18 months. But it was still a death trap, as no one knew that they were there. With 22 men left on Elephant Island, Shackleton knew he had to risk everything. He chose 5 men and embarked on an impossible voyage in a 22-foot lifeboat for an 800-mile journey across the most violent ocean on Earth, aiming for the remote whaling station of South Georgia. It was a gamble against 100-foot waves, hurricane-force winds and freezing spray that coated them with ice. After 17 harrowing days at sea, a feat of navigation unparalleled in its time, they reached South Georgia. But they landed on an inhabited site. Exhausted and starved, Shackleton then undertook another unbelievable ordeal, a 36-hour non-stop trek across uncharted mountains and glaciers to reach the whaling station at Stromas.
Welcome back, lads. Good to be home.
Not wasting any time, and only with his fellow members' survival in mind, just 3 days later, Shackleton returned to Elephant Island. He found all 22 men, having held on to hope for 105 agonizing days, not a single life lost. An entire crew rescued from the edge of the world.
To us.
While Trans-Antarctic expedition failed in its main objective, it achieved something bigger. In the face of absolute catastrophe, perhaps the greatest survival story in history was made. Shackleton's journey stands not just as a pinnacle of endurance, but as a testament to the human spirit and the power of extraordinary discipline to pull hope from the jaws of despair. A story that continues to echo across the frozen wastes, a beacon of what humanity can achieve. Even when everything is lost, nothing is impossible, as long as one continues to move forward, despite all the hard things on the way.